See, this is the most important. The sun just went under, so it's like we just skimmed the water. So the sun just skimmed the water. It's like just under sea level. So we're getting a really good view of the big fish, like the little fishes that make it to the water, and that whole fresh water. Okay. And then Mars is about to go into Libra, but it's not yet. So it's at the pinnacle point at the 55th dimension. That all the way that goes down to 0 dimension, or dimension 0102, right? Connected all the way to the bottom, which is why we're seeing the whole thing. And then Mercury at 17 degrees of Libra. See, now it's starting to get up into the Boots constellation, but not yet. It just fell into Hercules. So it's why it went deep, and then, but as far as it goes down is as high of a perspective that it opens up. So it really does, as the ball falls, then it has a chain that goes directly up into the Boots constellation, which is starting to get into the area that we would call Arcturus, but not quite yet. So this is why we're seeing where everything was split, almost like a wishbone. We're seeing between the right and the left, okay? Venus at 3 degrees of Scorpio is, we open the magic box. So now we know that they used magic. So this is why we're starting to kind of understand the elementals and how they did it from a physics perspective. Okay? But the moon is going over Ophiuchus 2 right now, which is Egyptian. That's Giza Plateau. That's Easter Island. That's Toltec, which in a lot of ways is what Sophie is doing, is she's out in the woods, kind of like she's a Toltec Indian again, literally, getting the original consciousness of the Toltec, but that is what was then utilized to make more double simians or jinns down here by science and Scientology, right? Because that knowledge was just used in another sector, replicated, re-engineered. But so I just, this Ophiuchus 2 and this different energy today, and all the talking of it and the teaching and all of us coming together to understand our different sides and our understanding, that is really going back, and this is Egyptian school stuff. That's why today's all been like we're in school, because we're channeling the wisdom behind it all. Okay, and then that's going to go into the galactic center probably by tonight. And so that's going to wash all of this, okay? In a lot of ways, it's going to wash all these timelines, at least off the moon, because they would have only ever been able to use the moon for all their bullshit, okay? And so it's like, since the moon has gone through the galactic center the last time, which is where they were trying to replicate everything again this last time. So the moon's getting a wash as Mars is going into Libra to balance all this shit out. So this is how all of this is going to come to light in a mass perception somehow. Really quick. But this energy, and today, right? So when we talk about energy and we talk about how it accidentally is replicated, understand that if all the beings down here, that if they were involved in any way in any incident, or even the ones that are just background people, man, like even if they didn't come in with all these currents and they're just background people, if their aunt got hit by a car, like underneath this transit, and they're unconscious, then naturally it's going to happen to them again, because the energies lined up to culminate that event, and then you're a weeble wobble and you don't understand that you're just following a current, okay? But this is how it kept re-imprinting whenever you're unconscious. So the most important thing is to understand these energies, and then to understand what you're channeling, and then to understand what each energetic has the current to and what it's attached to, because it's just giving us information in order to unconnect it, right? See, very soon, by especially, the end of this year and into next year, okay, it's going to flip to where all of these things are showing us bad shit, okay, because it was always bad shit done on them. Well, now we have a whole year of good shit that happened on these transits because they didn't stick. So, like, starting in 2022, what's going to happen is each constellation pattern is now bringing a gift to everyone on the planet, because now there's a new high frequency event that also happened on that energetic. I hope that makes sense.